Hey everybody, DeShadara here, and this video is called Standardizing My Faith. It's been over 6 months since I made my last video. Last we left, I was talking about my military enlistment, and everything went through, went to basic training, went to tech school, and now I'm here at my first base. So this video, like I already said, Standardizing My Faith. So it's been quite a while since I actually last wrote in my Book of Shadows. If you remember 8 months back, it's still in my channel somewhere. You just gotta dig, I guess. I'll put it in the search box. I was talking about my Book of Shadows and what was in it and everything. But now that I'm trying to now that I am getting more active in my faith and participating in it and stuff like that, I decided that I should take an extra step. And for me, what I normally do with my Book of Shadows, I normally would either have this in my ritual space, locked away in my ritual space, or yeah, it would normally just be there. I wouldn't really take it out unless I was putting something in there or anything like that. But considering that I finally moved, I can't leave it at my ritual space because I'm not going to be living there anymore, so I had to take it with me. But beyond that, I decided to take an extra step. Instead of just having to lug this big, huge book binder around, that I would actually split it up, because within my Book of Shadows, I have, go ahead and let you see, within my Book of Shadows, I have these tabs: activities, recitations, which are my prayers, rituals, my prayers and chants, and correspondences and things like that. Which is a lot to carry around, also, what makes it worse is the fact that I don't really use all of that. I normally just need one section or the other. So, to make it better, I decided to buy these lovely handy-dandy journals. And these are pretty good. I got these off Amazon. Oh my god. I like the design. So I have each of these books Each of these books I use for a different thing, of course. So this is, a book that I just use to write my journal entries in, however I happen to feel for the day. Just write it down, journal, diary, whatever you want to call it. That's where I write my personal thoughts. In this journal, I write basically all my practices. So if it's a prayer, chant, meditation, things like that, I use this for. I have another book, another journal book, same difference to me, that I'm supposed to be getting next week. I just ordered it. I was going to order them both at the same time, but I was still iffy about if I actually really wanted to do it, but I decided that I did. And that book will have my beliefs as well as the rules that I follow and official statements. And what I say by official statements, I don't mean to make it sound grandiose. It's just the word I could come up with right now. My journal is just for informal thoughts. The next journal that's coming, that's going to be for more formal thoughts. Like, this is what I believe about such and such. And I have basically like correspondences in there along with the beliefs and the rules. And for the rules, I've decided that I want to develop it myself because I found myself needing more structure. I feel like the problem with me, as far as my faith is concerned, is that I feel lost. Because it's just, don't harm anyone, don't cause any unnecessary harm. But beyond that, you're free to do what you want to do. And for me personally, I need more structure than that. So inevitably, of course, I decided, hey, I need to make some rules to follow that's more specific to me and my practice and what I would like to accomplish. It's not necessarily what I practice now, it's what I aspire to be. So because of that, I decided, what type of person would I like to be in the future? What is the ideal DeShadara? And from that, and thinking of that, I made what I call the Pagan Code of Ethics. And that's basically, here it is, here. Pagan Code of Ethics. It's not that long, it's a few pages because I just started it within the past week or two. But basically, it just has all the rules, beliefs, and this is just a draft of what I'm going to put in the journal that's incoming, so I can fill it with that. And I haven't really made official names for these journals here, but I'm still working on it. It's not going to be anything big or hyper important or anything like that. It's mainly just going to be something to denote this journal is for this, is for rules. Well, this one isn't, but. One is for rules, one is for personal entry, stuff like that, just to differentiate it. So just give them their own name, like the book of blah, the book of blah. Basically is what it is. And like I said, it's just for on the go. And also, I got another book. I had this for a while. The Book of Pagan Prayer by... I can't pronounce her name. Poor guy. But in any case, here it is. You can look it up, A Book of Pagan Prayers. Easy to see. I use this for my prayers as well because with me, I feel as if when I'm doing like my rituals or my prayers or my meditations, I like to make it up on my own. And that's because when you're actually taking the time out, well, at least for me, I feel as if when you're actually taking the time out to think about every structure of the line, every poem, and every word that you're going to put in it, that adds more importance to it. It's easier to remember because you wrote it. It's not like someone else wrote and you happen to, I like this, and write it down. But I try to get my sources from everywhere. If I see a prayer that I like or just something that I like, I try to remember it, write it down for later use. But I think for me that it'd be best for me to just write my own things. But if I see something I like, take it. And that goes for the pagan code of ethics that I choose to follow. It also extends into that of branching out and taking things from other faiths, other beliefs, or just things that I see people doing that I either like or I don't like. I make a rule on it. Not for every little thing, but it's just something that I think is really important for me. To me, I write it down. If I think it's something that shouldn't be done or should be done. So I think it's good for me, helps my practice along, and it gives me a path. So it's not just, I'm working for this general thing. I'm working to be more balanced with myself and with nature and do not cause any unnecessary harm. For me, that's really general. I need something more specific as far as what my goals are. So because of that, that's why I have these rules to, give me guideposts, so to speak, so that it's not like, so if I start to drift, I could look through the rules and be like, oh my goodness, I'm not doing this or that, so I need to do it more. Like, for example, working out. I work out, obviously, as you can see, but sometimes I don't eat healthy, and I have rules that I, put myself under, saying that I need to eat healthy and I need to exercise because I believe that the body is a temple given by the gods. And because of that, I believe that because I don't hold other people to the standards that I made for myself. Because I believe that I've been blessed with a healthy body by the gods, that I owe it to them and I owe it to myself in my own life to be healthy and to exercise. And, of course you can't eat healthy 100% of the time, but to heavily outweigh the bad foods that I eat with the good foods that I eat. And I work out so I can get my muscles strong as they can be, or strong as I want them to be, so I have this image of myself that I will really aspire to be, and that's why I do it. And of course, if you want to do it yourself, you can as well, viewer. You can, you cannot. It just depends on your own free will. And this is my free will, and this is how I choose to try and standardize it and give it more structure, so it's actually all written down and recorded, both in print and data-wise online. I have it, I have all my stuff saved, so that if anything ever happens, I'm covered. If something happened, divine forbid, to my journals and all my written stuff, I have it on, data, and I have it on multiple sources, so it's always saved, unless like something catastrophic happened, which is unlikely, divine willing. And also, I bought a book, Hidden Spirituality of Myths and Metaphors to Awaken the Sacred Masculine by Matthew Fox. Actually, this book is very good, in my opinion. It's really good. It's basically talking about the plight of man, men as a gender. And it's really just like a book that teaches you to not be locked into this illusion that society tries to put you in of what it means to be a man, like to have, be promiscuous, have sex with all kind of girls, or you have to be successful, you have to be, you can't show your emotions, stuff like that. It's not teaching somebody to be sensitive. It's teaching me personally to be more aware of myself and to not limit myself based on, what other people think of me, or what I perceive as, people trying to say you should do this and that, breaking the gender norms essentially. And I really like it, and it really gives it more in a sense of like pagan-esque. He talks about the Green Man and ancient Greek Roman stories to give inspiration, and I really like it. So there's that, working on reading that, and if I like anything, of course, take it, not plagiarism, not that, I mean like the idea, the spirit of what he's writing, and let some of what's said in this book here be in the spirit of the rules that I write and what I expect of myself as a practitioner. Another thing is, I got some tarot cards. Some of the videos that you've seen before, they're basically they are the exact same cards. The only difference is these ones I ordered, and the ones I had before were given to me as a gift. But there's some unhappy backstory to the cards that I was given, so I don't really want them, but I don't really want to use them. So I just got my own because I really like the deck, and I just have that and I use that. And I'm going to be making more videos, of course, since I'm trying to be more active. But I just want to give you a good rundown of what I'm doing now as far as trying to liven up my faith, since I'm trying to get back in that socializing phase as far as promoting my videos, my blog, and everything like that. So also I'm trying to do more rituals. I haven't been able to really do any rituals since before I left, but I'm trying to get back into it. I know I'm on a military base, so of course, things aren't as easy as they were before. For one, I don't have any of my materials, but I'll have them sent to me sooner or later. And how that's going to work is I can't really do it outside, considering where I live now. Wild animals, I'm not even talking about stray animals. I'm talking about like bears, mountain lions, deer, the dangerous stuff. So I'm gonna really be doing it on base, and I'm not really gonna go into exquisite detail about what I'm doing. It's just I'm getting things, going through the necessary channels to make sure I'll be able to do rituals and celebrate my faith, celebrate holidays, and do meditations, all that kind of stuff. Basically all the things that I was doing back when I was in Georgia, that's what I'm going to do now here. So big whoop. So that's basically quite a healthy rundown of everything I'm doing. I covered everything. So if you like what you saw, like, rate it, comment, share with your friends. +1 it on Google. I also have my blog that I'm starting to get back up. Now I have a section where I'm actually writing down my prayers. If I find it useful, I'll put it, on my blog so other people can use it as well. Just give credit where credit's due. If you're putting it on another, site, your blog or whatever, just give the credit and give the link back. It's no big deal. I have like I said, my blog, starting to liven that up, and I'm trying to work on posting rituals, but that's I'm still working on how I'm going to do it. I kind of have a good idea, but I'm still, So I'll probably just give watered down versions or, something like that. But anyway, I'm going to be posting, I've already posted some prayers that I use and just prayers in general, as well as one meditation so far, but I'm going to have a lot more posted within the coming weeks. So just give it some time, but definitely watch out for my blog. It's DeShadara.blogspot.com or Blogger. I keep forgetting because they changed it. But you can just look it up on Google. DeShadara Blogspot. It's Blogspot. DeShadara.blogspot.com. So, like I said, subscribe, like, rate, comment, share, +1, look at my blog if you want to. If not, it's totally okay. But, yeah, that's everything. So, DeShadara here. Thanks for watching my video, and I hope you have a good day. See ya.